hello, hello.
I'm on time this time.
Yeah.
To be fair, the reason I didn't join last time was my sleep schedule was incredibly fucked up and I was somewhere else, so I just couldn't do anything. Like I had to today as well. I'm not sure if I'm going yet or not, but my mom's holding a party, so I don't know if I'll be back home or not. I'll probably just ask her to send me the leftovers.
All right. That we are ready.
Yo, Orphan, have you ever played Dying Light?
Dying Light, of course. That's one of the few games that I'm a veteran at.
Bro, I'm playing Dying Light 2 at the moment. Did you know they added guns?
Yeah, of course.
I just figured that out. So I played the game when it first came out, like Dying Light 2 when it first came out, and I haven't played it since. So all this new content is like awesome. I don't even remember half of the shit.
Oh yeah, I've already played through. I played when it first released. Before I stopped playing Dying Light 2, I had already finished it. I think 20 times over, like the story, replayed it 20 times or like somewhere around there. And then with each update, I went back and played it like 5-6 times again.
Yeah,
And
I
then
only played it once.
fucking Dying Light 1. Oh holy shit, Dying Light 1. I fucking spent
yeah.
so many hours in that game.
That game was fire, man.
All right.
My favorite thing to do. So what I like to do in Dying Light is night run challenges only, so I can only play the game at nighttime.
Yeah. All right. All right. If you haven't already, please open up the stream. I've posted it in the chat. Make sure to drop a like as well and leave a Okay. I'm looking at the green screen. Pretty good, pretty good. Lit up properly. All right. Once I see 3 people watching the stream, 3 likes, and I see a chat message from each of you guys, we will be getting started.
Hang on, I had to move to a different place to play. There's a storm going on. Give me a second.
You're good. We're obviously still waiting. Discord. Reactive Tech, log in with Google. Authorize.
I'm here. I'm
Hey,
here.
perfect. We are ready to get started then.
Oh, has Dash Falcon dropped from this or?
Not definitively, but he's not said anything to me today, so
Oh wow, that's what, 2 weeks in a row?
yeah. He gets a pass, however, because he's donated over $300 to the channel. So it sucks for other players, and I feel bad for you guys that he shows up when he wants to and doesn't want to, but motherfucker literally pays my bills. I'm not gonna be fucking giving him shit, especially with his life being the way it is. He does not even know when he can come to D&D and when he can't. The day he wakes up, sometimes shit will happen so crazily that he can't hit it, like nothing can be done about it. So
Yeah. I mean, it's fair. It was more the fact like, oh damn, 2 sessions in a row. That's...
yeah, I feel bad. Yeah, I wish he could make it. He might show up. He hasn't definitively said no yet or anything, but you know. All right, we've got both of you in so I can change your images. Yeah, you're not playing Emmy today. You're playing Caliph. That's it. That's
No, what do you mean? I am playing Emmy. Let me play my 8th level bard. What do you mean?
Okay, and then switch out Vadagar's image for Grevin's.
You mean
image.
Twisted?
Well, no, I mean Vadagar for
Oh,
Grevin. Like
okay.
I mean the actual.
I
Yeah.
thought you were like actually still referring to him.
Nah, I just meant. There we go.
Yeah.
All right, and then I can save that. All right, and I went to Emmy. Did yours really not save? Why did yours not save?
I don't know.
All right. The stream is going, Emmy. If you would open it up, make sure. Well.
Always. I got you, homie.
Open. There we go. Now did yours work right? Come on. There we go. And then save. Maybe if I just refresh reactive tech. Yeah.
Did you guys catch up with last? Or I say you guys, like it isn't just you, Zerix. Did you catch up with last session?
Nope. I didn't have time.
That's sad.
Yeah.
It was a fucking crazy session. Really funny.
It was a really funny. Wait, mine still shows Emmy on the screen. Okay, yeah, I was like, what? I'll have to
What was I doing
refresh
last? I
my
can't even
YouTube.
remember.
You were pulled off sleeping, I think.
No, I mean like
So,
when I was here.
Yeah,
I can't remember.
Yeah,
had to-
but we've moved and you were removed since.
yeah, I had to.
Yeah.
Because that's how the carnival works.
I had to.
Yeah, I
whip
know,
up
I know.
I had to whip up some bullshit to explain your absence. So
I went to fuck. Was it? I went to go fuck another citizen.
No, you were still in the bubbles.
Oh, who left? Did King just leave?
No, Serix.
Oh, Zerix left. Why did Zerix leave? What the fuck?
I don't know. I think he hit the wrong button.
There we go.
Whoa!
It did it to me. It did it to me too.
What the fuck is going on?
I have no idea.
What were we doing last time? We were going for goblin wrestling, right?
Yes.
Correct. I believe that. Is
I hope there's a female goblin I can wrestle. Wink, wink.
Christ.
At least there's 2 carnival employees to
Well, actually-
kill. I mean,
Before
not-
you guys even head to the goblin wrestling, you're actually at the fairy forest right now.
Oh yeah.
oh yeah,
I am
true.
the
We were in the
Pixie
Pixie Kingdom.
Yeah, Pixie Kingdom. That's what it's called.
Because we were talking with we were talking with well, talking with is a bit, but we got a message from
Aries.
Aries, yes.
All right, and you two, and you all three of you guys took fairy or pixie names, but it doesn't even matter since you guys already got the carnival mood tracker all the way up top.
It does matter for roleplay reasons.
All right.
Did I note mine down? I hope so.
Cool.
Notes.
So how do I explain this today? What? Okay, so I just had you guys just disappear. I had Grevin, not Grevin. I had Fremlin. God, Fremlin and Grevin's names being kind of similar is constantly tongue twisting me. Okay, so I had Fremlin and I had Zareth just literally vanish. How do I explain? What
They were still in the bubbles. They were still floating around in the bubbles. Was the one you used last time?
Were they?
Yeah, yeah. Because we
I told
got
you
down
it
from the
vanished.
bubbles. No. You told. Well, we got down from the bubbles and they didn't. So I kind of just assumed as a carnival worker they were still floating around.
Oh, you know, that's the easiest fucking solution that could ever be given.
I forgot the pixie names. I'm gonna be honest. I forgot to note it down.
I am Pixie Pancake.
Yeah, I remember. Yeah, someone got Puddle Mud. Someone got
That was not me.
Toad. You got Toad Hop.
Oh yeah, Toad Hop, right?
Yeah, and then King, you got Pancake.
Yes.
Okay, now Zareth character.
Oh, the laurels. I'm gonna draw a face again.
Okay, I guess it's okay to open now,
Yes, it is. Everyone open owlbear. All right, you're gonna float down from the sky. Okay. It's probably gonna be way too big now.
Yes.
bad.
This is the tomfoolery you missed, Cerex.
Tomfoolery.
Yeah, we drew a face on the new face, literally.
Huh? What new face? Face? Huh?
Yeah, there's a new character.
Oh,
Did you not notice a fully new person in the?
not really.
Yeah. Why do you think I'm here?
Yeah, Ares.
There we go.
Ares,
thought-
our fairy
I-
companion, had to drop out of the campaign.
Fairy companion. Who was that again? I thought that
That was Ares.
I thought that was you.
No, it was Ares.
Me? No, I'm
Aren't you
playing Calith.
Oh yeah. Oh okay, yeah. It's because I'm so used to you playing.
What? I've literally played a fairy in one campaign we've been in both.
No, we when we fucking like we're trying to find other campaigns and I kept getting cancelled. You kept playing fairies.
Oh shit.
No, I played a fairy in one.
Okay. All right.
Mm.
Well, regardless, we are ready
Anyway.
to get started.
Yeah.
All right. With that, let me check the stream, make sure everyone is in. I'm seeing 2 concurrent viewers currently, so 2 of you guys
I'm in.
are not in.
I'm in it.
Make sure if you have it muted, you have the tab muted, not the stream itself. Otherwise, your view.
I
won't
have it. I
count.
have it like very slightly quiet, so it still technically isn't muted.
Easiest thing to do is probably there. Okay, so I see 3 now, so there's a third. So we want someone just fixed theirs, and then we're just waiting on the 4th.
I'm damn hungry, but I don't have anything to eat that doesn't require preparing. I think. Let me double check.
OBS, okay. Discord, okay. Music bot is.
And hey, Laughter, I ain't as tired this time, which is really great.
That's
Because
good.
last time I was half sleeping.
Playlist play D&D. Ready to click enter. All right. We're ready to go. Vadagar, Twisted, you here?
I'm here.
All right. Let us get started then.
We got music and everything.
Yep, I've got the music bot ready. I just got to click enter on it, which I'm going to do as I start the recording.
Okay.
Is there anything else you're missing? Just double check everything, please, because
Yeah.
I've gotten quite some time.
There is. Tools, scripts. Go to my count up timer. Reset it. And then I need to go here. Count up timer. I need to undo that. And I need to shrink it down considerably.
Oh yeah, also Laughter. My thing Sunday got cancelled, but I guess it really doesn't matter if he can't make it.
Yeah, I also have plans now Sunday. I've got I've got an Easter dinner to go to since I was planning.
Yeah.
Oh, Sunday's canceled.
Yeah, because originally
Nessa said they couldn't come.
Yeah, Nessa said they couldn't
Gotcha.
come, and then Emmy let me know Emmy couldn't come either, so I canceled it. And then Emmy's able to come now, but regardless, I've got plans now, sadly. So yeah,
Yeah.
Easter Sunday, Easter Sunday, sadly, will be a no-go. All right, ready to get started. Starting the recording in 5, 4, 3, 2. Hold on, get the script up. Put this right above the recording button. So I can click start at the same time. Okay, and welcome back, all you beautiful adventurers of the Orphan Guild. It is I, your host, the D&D Orphan, back today with another episode of Wild Beyond the Witchlight. Our group has joined once again to continue our adventure into the Feywilds. Where we left off last session, our group had continued to have their fun. Some of the players being missing, continuing to float around the top of the extravaganza watching from a suspended bubble, while 3 of our group members had a blast watching at the extravaganza as 3 performers gave their best show before being asked in the audience to perform themselves. Grevin and Caliph putting on quite the performance before finally being introduced by none other than none other than Mr. Light himself to the 3rd adventurer of the party, now joined, being Lion, the marionette. He was instructed to have a day off and fun, which he did not understand, but attempts to comply anyway. Joining with the group, they would venture from there to try some carnival activities, so Lion could attempt this fun. First, they would have a staring match with the Cyclops. Then they would throw some rings at the ring toss. And finally, they would make their way to the Pixie King, or actually, they would do ring toss, they would do the Cyclops, they would adventure into the Mystery Mine, where they would experience some very frightening and awful things, before finally making their way to the Pixie Kingdom. Having one of their friends, Kazuki the fairy, say goodbye to them, and decide to rest and become a carnival worker working in the Pixie Kingdom. As we pick up here today, we pick up back on that very scene. But as we do, you all hear from the sky, muffled by the sound of some kind of film barrier, slowly floating down, having been trapped for roughly an hour now, forcibly floating around the sky, unable to escape. Zareth, as you begin floating to the ground and you see your friends, from your height right now, they look like ants. What do they hear you saying?
It's snoring.
I'm
I'm snoring. I'm having a little kip.
All right. So as you all look to the sky, hearing some kind of noise, you begin to realize it's snoring. As your big dragon friend, Zareth, falls to the sky, from the sky in his bubble, landing on the ground. As he lands, you see him nestled up in the bubble, curled up, wings wrapped around his body, tail tuckered in, as you see him passed out, snoring. And as he lands to the ground, the bubble pops, and he just nestles into the grass. As the bubble pops, Zareth, do you wake up?
Yep.
As you begin to open your eyes, looking around, you see a very brightly colored and small area. Everything is tiny. All the flowers, the plants. The only things that aren't tiny are the trees and a massive, what's it called? What is this fucking contraption
My
called?
schlong.
No, it's
The Pixie Kingdom.
no, this fucking amusement park ride that I'm forgetting the
The
name.
Ferris wheel.
Ferris wheel. Correct. And as you look around, Zareth, you see right in front of you 2 familiar faces and 2 unfamiliar faces. You recognize instantly Grevin, the high elf who you embarked on this adventure with, and Caliph, someone who you remember being instructed to guide you around when you first entered the carnival, as well as you see 2 other faces. A tiny little pixie in big boots, missing wings, and some form of statue wearing white and gold robes with a green wreath, essentially, atop their head, and a drawn-on black stick figure smile. Very poorly done. But they're all now tiny, merely a foot or 2 foot tall each.
Huh.
Do you say anything?
He's gonna say, "Fucks up with those people."
Grevin and Caliph.
Well, they're both workers here. One has joined us for this wonderful day off, or our wonderful day off, and the other is still hard at work.
They're just like, huh. Whatever.
And as you say this, the little pixie comes running up to you. Hey, big man. You know, you can't be in here unless you're one of us size, you know? It's part of the ride experience. So let me see that ticket of yours.
Huh.
I said ticket. Comprende?
Mi hablo no inglés.
Oh. 1 second. Let me get Pablo. You see the pixie walk behind a cart. It's like 5 seconds pass. The same pixie comes walking back and now has a mustache on his face.
Oh god, that is so racist. At least there's no sombrero.
And then begins to speak. Hey, name's Pablo. Completely same voice, no accent. The only difference is the mustache, and the mustache is just gray. It's just like an old
Oh yeah, I
mustache.
completely understand him now. No, I'm just kidding.
Please do, please do.
He's gonna understand him. Well, no, he's gonna say he understands. But he's gonna understand the wrong thing. So he's gonna be like, he's gonna be like, oh yeah, I do have a tail. What about it?
No, hola, ticket please.
He just looks at him confused and like, you want my tail?
She turns around, turns back around. Half the mustache is gone, just like perfectly down the middle of the lip. Just half of it's gone.
Wild.
Hola, ticket please.
And he goes, you wanna fuck my sister?
Turns back around one more time. Turns back around. Quarter of the mustache is left. Just the very tip of the left side of the mustache is still remaining. And this time, as they look at you, I can't do it, but the character in perfect fluent Spanish, hola, mi amo ticket, or whatever the fuck the words. I don't know Spanish, obviously. My name
is ticket.
Zerx is gonna be like, I don't know what that language is, but he's speaking in a way that makes it sound like he's speaking in. You know how like Jamaicans speak with like a mix of it, like it sounds a bit like English. It kind of speaks like that.
And you're still holding your ticket. You haven't let go of it the whole day. You pretty much just kept it in your hand.
Yeah, yeah.
Because you've needed it consistently. So she just and then just walks up and then just jumps. And then not even grabbing the ticket out of your hand, she has the hole puncher and then falls back to the ground, turns back around, and then faces you again. The mustache is now completely gone. The little tip is.
And he goes,
completely
"Oh, a ticket. Why didn't you just say so?" And he speaks it in fluent English.
Yeah. Well, from this point forward, your name shall be. And as the pixie says this, she sprinkles pixie dust all over you.
He just sneezes in their face.
And as it fucking combines with the wind of the sneeze, it fucking, you suck it into your nose and fucking sneeze it out. You begin to feel your nose tingle, and as like the fucking the sound of your sneeze fades, you hear the pixie say, "Jelly bean starfish," and as they say this, you begin to shrink until you're the size of a pixie.
And he goes, "Fuck no."
Well, doesn't matter now, feller. And she points at your cheek, and on your cheek, jelly bean starfish.
Oh, yes.
I'm gonna kill him.
As she clicks her heels together and she says, "All right, enjoy the Pixie Kingdom," and quickly scampers off.
He is not happy. He's sitting there sulking.
So, jelly bean starfish, how you doing? But no, the rest of you, as you all see this happen, what do the rest of you do? Lion, Grevin, haven't heard from you guys so far.
Lion will just sort of look to Caleb and he'll say, "That one swears a lot, friend Caleb."
Ah, yes, and this is the first time.
Yes, Pixie Pancake. This one does indeed swear a lot and generally does quite chaotic things.
Master Alberta taught me that when you swear, it is a sign of low intelligence.
Some would agree with you.
I shall try.
That's always a good idea as a carnival worker.
While he was doing his conversation with that, I would have wandered over here and started meeting people. My mic coming through okay? Or...
Yeah.
I mean, we're hearing a lot of, like, as if you're walking in wind, but
Oh, right.
we hear what you're saying.
Fucking hot in my apartment. I didn't think it was that
okay.
bad.
Yeah, I don't know if you got noise suppression on. You might want to have a look.
I don't know how that shit works. But
By the way, when it said, you know where the disconnect button is on Discord? Just left of it is click that. It's noise suppression.
Orphan, if you're talking to us, you're muted.
No, I was talking to my
I
girlfriend.
can't hear.
I was talking to my girlfriend.
Okay.
All right, sorry
Okay,
about that.
did you hear
guys.
what I was going to do?
All right, no, I do. I wasn't at all listening, so I need a refresher.
Okay. So I just, while he was having his conversation with the carnival worker, I'm going to walk over here and introduce myself to this guy.
Okay.
Greetings. My name is Grevin.
Before we get to that, I did hear Lion. Lion turned to Caleb and said, "That one swears a lot." Which Zareth has not experienced this yet. So Xerix, as Zareth sees this marionette statue figure turn its head to face Caleb, you then hear in your mind echoing this some kind of voice say exactly what Lion just said. This one swears a lot.
Is it question? Is you said it like? Say that again. Say that. So what kind of voice?
So King's voice, when he just said this one swears a lot, you heard him in your mind. Turn to Caleb.
Okay.
How do you react?
He just kind of just looks around and just kind of shrugs. He doesn't know what the fuck's going on.
Okay. And as that happens, Grevin, you walk up to a pixie? A pixie, and as you get closer and closer, oh, that's not a pixie. That's a middle-aged man. As you
So
approach
it's a
him,
middle-aged man.
what do you say?
Well, exactly what I said already. Greetings. My name is Grevin.
He slowly turns to you, the pipe in his mouth, bubbles popping out from its end as he takes it away from his lips. Oi! Nice to meet ya. What can I do for you, pal?
I take it you work here.
And the face paint.
What do you do in the Pixie Kingdom?
General maintenance. A lot of these pixies' soft hands can't really do the work needed to keep shit going. But I ain't actually a pixie if you can't tell. I'm just a man.
Oh, we're not pixies either. But, so the strange fox you got over there.
Ah, yes. Our buddy, what the fuck's this thing's name?
It's Zephyr.
Its name is not Zephyr, you motherfucker. Its name in this
Jelly
case-
bean starfish.
no, that
It's
is
Biscuit. It's Biscuit.
Biscuit, yes.
Oh,
That there is our good pal Biscuit. Well,
What?
That's Biscuit too, he says.
Let's get one, or
There was, and then Biscuit 2 ate Biscuit 1. Biscuit one
that's-
was a hamster.
Rest in peace, Biscuit.
Well, I suppose that is the way of nature.
Indeed it is. And after Biscuit 2 ate Biscuit 1, and we continued to need an animal to power this fine here Ferris wheel, we decided, might as well be the creature that ate the other creature.
Oh, very interesting. So he's the one that powers the Ferris wheel.
Indeed. As he runs on it, it spins around, giving people a nice ride.
How fast does it go?
A whole spin takes about a minute, so do the
That's pretty
math.
quick.
Yeah.
60 spins per hour.
Used to take 5 minutes with old Biscuit. New Biscuit's quite faster.
I would imagine. Size difference.
Indeed. We only had to use half the amount of pixie dust to enlarge him to the size needed to power it compared to Biscuit.
You guys give away pixie dust.
As a reward for the prize of a hide and seek champion, indeed we do. 1 bag's worth with only a little pinch, but can come in quite a clutch.
You just hear snoring in the background.
Where's hide and seek?
Hide and seek starts in about 5 minutes. As he looks down to no watch on his wrist. And he turns over and he points at a very colorful pixie over standing in the center of the wagons. And he says, she over there is signing people up for it.
Ooh.
You get 1 free
Well, thank you for all the
participation
information.
for entering the Pixie Kingdom. Doesn't even require a stamp.
Perfect. Well, it was a pleasure meeting you.
Have a good one, bub.
We'll see you on over.
And as you leave, you see him continue to work. Fixing some, planks and shit in the Ferris wheel. And as that conversation ends, all 3 of you overhear that there is a prize of a bag of pixie dust. The Pixie Hide-and-Seek contest.
Two of
What
us
does
knew
it
that
do?
already.
Well, of course. Lion,
Yeah.
Lion and Caliph, you two know this, but Zareth, do you take any interest?
He literally has no fucking clue what that does, and he thinks it's for some weirdos probably. So he kind of just doesn't care.
Okay.
Body glitter.
For the 3 of
Caleb
you?
will walk over and participate.
Okay, Lion.
Lion will he'll walk over to the administrator or the sort of person that signs people up, and he will say, "Hello, friend. I am Pixie Pancake at the moment. I would like to participate in hide and seek." And then he'll lean in a little closer and say, "It's really me, Lion, but I am trying to have the fun."
As she
The
chuckles,
fun?
she chuckles as she looks at you and says, "Oh, aren't you just the sweetest, Lion? You got lucky and had a day off, huh? All right, well, if you guys all want to have some fun and play some hide and seek, we start in just a few minutes now. Let me sign all of you up. So that's one Pixie Pancake, and looking to you, Caliph.
Toad Hop.
1 Pixie Toad Hop, and lastly, you, Sugar. Looking over to you, Grevin.
I forgot my name already.
Mud Puddle.
Go with it.
Puddle Mud.
Mud
Puddle
Puddle.
Mud.
Puddle Mud. Puddle
And
Mud, there you go.
1 Pixie Puddle Mud. Very well. All right, seems you're the only 3 for this round, so you'll have to go against each other while our good friend Pancake 2 searches you all out. All right. As she steps back and she calls over to Pancake 2. Pancake 2! As the Fennec Fox's head perks up.
You mean Biscuit?
Oh,
Biscuit?
right. Biscuit 2. My bad. Pancake stuck in my head now. Biscuit 2!
Pancakes are good.
As the Fennec Fox's ears perk up and its head rises as it begins to stand and quickly make its way over, as it turns its head and looks at her and says, Is it time for hide and seek? As she looks to Biscuit 2 and says, "It sure is. Go ahead and start your counting." As he gets into position, and you see the Fennec Fox's ears cover over his eyes as you begin to hear the Fennec Fox count out loud. 1, 2, 3.
I would like to.
And all of you, anything you want to do before you begin the game?
Stealth
Guidance.
away.
All right, stealth away.
Hashtag guidance. Most epic spell ever.
Okay.
I will guidance myself.
Everyone, roll me stealth. Well, at least you.
With
3.
wisdom modifier, no?
Yes.
Wait, why wisdom?
Because that's how the game works. It's finding a good
I
hiding
may
spot.
Disconnect.
I
when I'm
mean,
rolling.
wouldn't you use Dex?
That's what the official module says.
Yeah. No. You
What?
use your wisdom modifier for this stealth check. Doesn't
Would I
matter.
know
'cause
if that
you're not playing anyway. So.
That's
Is Biscuit
weird.
just straight up just a regular fox, or is it like a fae?
No, it's a Fennec Fox. Just a regular Fennec Fox.
Oh,
If you
okay.
want to know more about what happened to Biscuit 1 and why and where Biscuit 2 comes from, you can always ask.
No, well, I mean, I was just trying to see if I would have any knowledge if it is indeed a like Fennec Fox, or it's a spirit or some sort.
Lion and Caleth, you would both know that while the when the carnival was in essentially a desert dimension, Biscuit got away for a second, and when you all went to find Biscuit, you all decided to take Biscuit 2 back because at least it was better than nothing.
Yeah.
Yes.
Uh,
1 moment.
Alright. Gonna try
But-
to sneak away.
Yeah, Caleb, knowing a bit about this place, would like to walk over to the wildflowers.
All right. Go ahead and roll me. Did everyone roll wisdom
No, not yet.
Wisdom 4.
for your stealth
It
check?
is a stealth check with
Oh.
wisdom as your modifier instead of stealth,
Yep.
or instead of dexterity.
Correctamundo.
Really?
Yeah. Because it's finding a good hiding spot and not
That makes myself much better.
same.
Our proficiency bonus right now is only a 2, right?
Yes. At this level,
Okay.
yes.
Do you have proficiency in stealth?
I do.
Oh, nice.
That is fucking 25.
Oh, 21. Have you changed?
Arbed?
Yes, the talking flowers.
No. They are the same. So, as you approach
Oh, wait.
the bed of flowers, you see all of the flowers begin to turn to you. Their faces smiling, and they look to you, saying, "Oh, so you wish to hide here? Why should we let you?"
Because you're all so beautiful. Come on, you know me. I flatter my way everywhere I go, and you're all beautiful flowers.
Roll a persuasion check at advantage.
Yeah,
Man's the main character, holy.
I mean, should have chosen the right background. Persuasion is +3 with advantage. So at 20.
Okay, they easily are convinced as the flowers begin to blush and they part their way so you can enter inside and hide.
Yeah. Oh, I need to roll my my guidance for the first for the hiding because it was 21 before. It's a total of 25.
Oh, so you and Vadagar tie, or you and Twisted tie, not Vadagar. All right, Twisted, where do you go to hide?
Let's see.
With your high wisdom roll, you notice
Sleuthing away.
you notice that there is a spot to hide in the in Biscuit's wheel. There's also a nest that you see made by a bird not too far away, as well as many other small spots.
Oh, the nest is in a tree, I'm assuming?
Yes.
Where you want to point it out?
On this map, it describes it in the book, but obviously these maps aren't official. I'm gonna say
So I'm just gonna
say this tree over to the left.
How
Right
about-
here? This one right here.
Perfect. So mosey on over there.
All right. And as you approach
So-
the nest, you see a bird pop out of it, a heron. She looks to you and she says, "I am Beatrice. Who dares wish to enter my nest?" As she looks at you.
Hello, Beatrice. I'm Pixie Puddlemud, looking for a hiding spot for this game.
"Oh, so you wish to hide in my wonderful, beautiful nest? Well, why should I
Yes.
let you?"
I could try, and I'll once again druidcraft the flower from the Song of Silver Lakes. Been using this one because it is a very pretty flower. I can adorn your nest with bits of beauty that I've seen from other places.
"Oh my!" Roll me.
Why is the dice not working? Let me
Mine's
reload
not
Owlbear.
working either. Owlbear keeps crashing on me.
Here, I got you, King.
Thank you. It's a +5.
Nat 20. Thank you,
Damn.
advantage.
All right, nat 20. I suppose those would do. Please come in. As she gestures you inside.
I'll hop in, and I will offer her if she would like to, ask for any requests. I can make small things of nature and beauty.
All right. And as you do that, lastly, we cut to Lion. Lion, I'm streaming for you in Discord, so if you want to look at the map, I'm showing it to you in Discord, so you can watch there. I'm gonna go ahead and I'll make your roll for you now. 1d20. You said that's a natural one.
Yeah.
I'll re-roll one more time. Okay.
Well, it's a +5.
So
You're
okay.
not gonna put the
17. I'll
Okay.
re-roll. You got a 12. So that's
The
17.
DM rolling for you and getting a nat 1 does suck.
Yeah, I'm not gonna do that to you. So you take a 17 and you begin to look around to find a place to hide. You notice that 2 of the 3 best spots have been taken. As you see, Grevin runs to hide in a nest with a bird. As you see, Caleb
Does he even see me with my 25 stealth?
It's not a
Roll the
stealth.
same.
It's not a stealth. It's a wisdom. Remember,
Oh,
you're not
The
being
first thing. Oh, because I thought.
Well, that's what the whole game is. You have to make a wisdom stealth check. So that's the way
Gotcha.
to hide it.
Okay.
Because you're not actually being stealthy. You're finding a stealthy spot to hide specifically. All right. So you see 2 of the best spots taken, Lion, the nest and the bed of flowers. However, you see a nice spot tucked away in Biscuit's hamster wheel, and not Biscuit's hamster wheel, but in Biscuit's wheel. You could take that, or you could go somewhere else on the map. I will zoom out so you can see everywhere. Where would you like to go?
How big am I compared to Biscuit at this moment?
You are like a quarter their size total. They're about the same height as you, but you are obviously much thinner because they're a long fennec fox.
All right. Well, let's see if they can resist finding me right under their nose, quite literally. Let's take that wheel spot.
Okay. You go to the wheel, and and Biscuit being missed. As you tuck yourself away, you all hear Biscuit. 34, 35, 37, 38, 39, and 40. Here I
To
come.
36.
As Biscuit then gets up and begins to look around. All right. I will now begin to make some rolls. What? There we go. There's my dice. Okay. As they sniff around, they find no one behind the wagon as they quickly jump around trying to find someone. No one behind the wagon. Very well. Very well. As they continue to sniff around. Roll again. Their nose quickly picks up a trail. Oh, someone's this way, is it? I think I've found you. Thako, please allow me to pass by as they turn their head inside the wheel and they spot you, Lion. Ah, I found you. What do you say?
Oh. Good job, Biscuit 2. I will make sure you get a snack.
Thank you very much. As they begin to continue looking around. All right, that's 2 rolls down, 3 more to go.
6.
All right.
This fucking piece of shit.
Trying to sniff around, Biscuit looks around, not quite looking up high enough in the tree to see the nest. Continuing to sniff around, they will make their way all the way to Zareth, sleeping in the grass soundly. They still can't find anyone. Next roll. Continuing to sniff around, they circle around the flowers, not wanting to step into their area and annoy them. The fox finds nothing. And with the last search, the fox makes its way all the way back to the center of the wagons, sniffing around, trying to find someone underneath one of them. He sits down and calls out, "All right. Whoever is still hidden, you have won. You may come out." As Grevin and Caliph, you have both won your match of hide and seek.
Now comes the real match. Who goes first?
What are you talking about?
We just got told we won. Now comes the real match. Who comes out from their hiding spot first?
Yeah, as
Do I sense any deceit?
roll me insight.
Yes, I'll do the same. What is my insight?
Nat 1 plus 7.
Ugh.
But I will
Yeah.
quietly ask Beatrice, too. So, is the game truly over once he asks us to come out?
Beatrice looks at you and
As I'm like adorning her nest with whatever she asks me to do.
you both roll natural ones.
I have a
That's
plus 7.
insane.
You got a plus 3.
Natural ones.
Wait, where do you have a +7 from?
Insight.
Yes. Wisdom, insight plus wisdom is
Which
plus
is-
3
which is
plus
5.
profession, which is plus
No, my
proficiency.
wisdom is a 5.
Oh, your wisdom is plus 5?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, remember?
Oh, I forgot that.
Alright.
Oh, that makes sense. That
Alright.
makes sense. Yeah.
As you turn and look to Beatrice, Beatrice looks at you and she says nothing. Well, she says, "Sadly, I cannot speak. I am not a cheater." So she refuses to say anything to you. However, before it even matters, because of the difference in the pluses, Caliph, you hearing this, and both of you rolling that ones, you come out just a second faster and begins to also step out with his natural one. And as you both step out, since you both rolled natural ones, I'm going to make this fair because I don't think a modifier should decide this. North, east, south, and west. With that,
I'm north.
Yeah, north. So yeah, north, east, south, and west. I need you each to claim a direction.
North.
I'm already in the west, I guess. I'll say we could just re-roll another straight 22. That'd work.
Nah, this is. I got this. All right.
You gonna roll your dice in owlbear?
For this,
Yeah.
this isn't. I only roll damage. Dice are always kept hidden. That's a DM trade. But damage is the one thing I will always roll publicly. But
Gotcha.
regardless, as you both step out, the fox begins to sniff into the air and snaps his head to Caliph, looking north.
Sad.
And as
Such is life.
he looks to Caliph, he quickly jumps up and runs over and touches his nose to Caliph and says, "You're out." All right, Elf, you have won. And as he sees you coming out, he looks to you and he says, "Ha ha ha! You fell for that trick, did you? Well, a moment later, and you would have lost instead. But you win. Now collect your prize from our friend here." As he begins to walk back over to the wheel, as Lion, you anything to him as he walks in?
You just pet him on the head.
He quickly lowers his ears and nuzzles into your hand as he steps inside and lays down, resting for the day. As you all make your way back over, as the pixie steps back in front of the wagon and looking to all of you, she says, "Well, I'll be, honeys. Y'all had quite the match, didn't you? Took even a trick from the old biscuit to get y'all to come out. I'm my winner, and it seems you, our elven friend, are that today." As she walks over to you, and she hands you a bag of pixie dust.
Sweet.
The bag of pixie dust lasts for exactly 1 minute when applied, and it allows you to fly.
Is it an actual item?
Yes.
Yes. It's an actual item you have access to also because of my
Because he's sharing the book to us.
content sharing. Yeah.
Oh, that's if you add it to add it to your character on D&D Beyond, not what you usually use. But you should have access.
Wait, we have
to
a
it too.
flying speed because of you? What?
No, the item we all have access to it in D&D
Item
Beyond.
is an official item.
Yeah, it's an official core item.
Oh, well, yeah, I'm just adding it to my, That's why I was asking. So if we had to homebrew it or just add something.
You're good.
No, just pixie dust.
Yep.
All right. With that, as she hands you the bag of pixie dust, she walks back up to the wagon and says, "All right, you guys, continue to explore the Pixie Kingdom, or you're fine to leave if you would like to. That's the only game we have to play here, but there are plenty of people to talk to and sights to see."
Xerath is getting the fuck out of there ASAP. He wants to be back to normal.
And what about this Ferris wheel?
If you'd like to ride on, you're free to hop up and then just simply ask Biscuit to start pedaling.
Yeah. Was anyone else interested in taking the Ferris wheel? Looking to Lion and Caleb since they're the two closest to me.
Yeah, I'll take the Ferris wheel.
We'll speak with Jacob while we wait.
With who?
Isn't the pixie that let us in's name's Jacob?
No, this one right here?
No, the one that let us
main
in.
pixie, yeah.
This one's name is Thaco.
No, this guy down here at the entrance.
Yes.
Oh, yes. I think that's what I gave. That's the name I gave them.
Yes.
Yeah, Jacob. I think that's correct.
Yes. Okay.
All right. So you begin to walk towards the exit, while Grevin and Caleb both hop into a cart of the Ferris wheel. Oh, it was the face I moved, not him. Okay.
Here we go. That face is still the best. 2 sessions later, it's still funny.
As you walk towards the exit, Lion, you see Xerath quickly doing as he steps across the border. He goes right back to the same size. And as you as well exit Lion, the same thing happens to you. You return to your normal size. All right. And while you two exit the Pixie Kingdom, Grevin and Caleb, both of you hopping onto the Ferris wheel, you guys give a call to Biscuit as Biscuit begins to run. Running around and around on a little circular treadmill, the whole thing begins to slowly lift up and begin to spin around. As it spins, you see all of the sights of the Pixie Kingdom, the gorgeous sentient flowers, the giant sunflower in the distance, and of course, all of the carnival. It all looks so massive and enchanting from your tiny size. And after about a minute of the full circle being made, you make your way back. Echo looks to all of you and says, "All right, I hope you enjoyed. Please be coming back."
Oh, thank you.
As you both hop off, we cut back to Lion and Zareth. As you both grow back to full size and lock eyes with each other, do you say anything?
Hello, I am Lion.
Once again, Zareth, you hear this voice in your head you heard before, but this time you hear it as the mannequin essentially stares you in the face. Its blank, faceless, expressionless, porcelain white appearance just digging into you, just staring at you strangely as you hear him say, as you hear something in your mind say, "Hello, I am Lion." Zareth? Zarex?
My God, my second mic was down. God
Oh,
damn it.
okay, that's why. That makes sense. It's all good. You're good.
No, he's like, huh? Don't care. Didn't ask.
Lion?
Lion's just gonna like cock his head and he's gonna say, "Must you be so unwelcoming?"
And she's like, "Hey, what the fuck even are you? Like, you look like a monster to me. I don't know. That's kind of suspicious."
As you say this, Zareth, you catch a reflection of yourself in his face, and you see your black, gritty scales, your horns ejecting from your head, and you feel the irony of your statement.
Hey, doesn't give a fuck.
Compound that, Lion's actually gonna say, "Well, I suppose it would take one to know one."
You're not even a creature. You're just a thing. Like, I put my clothes on. What the fuck even are you?
Ooh, you want to do the thing, King? You want to do the thing?
Yes.
So as you
Lion's
say
just
this,
Lion's just gonna lean in close face to face, and he's gonna ask Zareth, he's gonna say, "Would you like to know the truth?"
Fuck no, I can't be asked. And he walks away.
before you even respond, Zareth, you see he kind of he doesn't lean in like really close, like where he's like directly face on face, but you say he's just a thing. He's just something you put your clothes on, which also mannequins don't even exist in the canon, so that statement makes no sense for your character. But regardless, he leans forward just slightly enough for you to get a clearer view, and you see directly down the center of his face, a crack begins to form from top down. And as the crack begins to form, you see almost like hinges popping out from the sides, the two plates of his face beginning to swing open. And as they swing open in flesh, you see red and black. As you look closer, you see this. 1 second, sending the image right now.
Opens the stream.
Yeah, I gotta show it to stream as well, of course. I'm dropping it in
I want to be in on this.
in images of Friday.
Oh, there. All right. Holy shit.
Yeah, he still doesn't give a shit because he's seen everything in fucking hell. He's like, cool. Still don't care.
And
No, he just doesn't care. Like, he's seen shit.
As you see the faceplates swing open and just this like bottomless hole that just falls into the creature, you see these like slimy, fleshy tendrils just kind of squirming and wiggling around as the hole's black. Just you begin to feel like a breeze or some kind of wind or air wafting up from inside the creature, and you smell oil and you smell iron and maybe rotting flesh, either whatever the creature whatever lion eats just sits in a tank and festers, or something from inside the creature smells very just rusty.
Yeah, he still doesn't really have much reaction. I mean, it's not much different still from hell. I mean, he's seen all kinds of like grotesque, fat, ugly, fucking whatever the fuck it might be.
That's
creatures.
fine, but okay. I mean,
But
we've literally
he-
never seen this.
He's gonna stand there and he's gonna start poking him.
All right, I need, as you reach your hand forward, I need a Constitution save.
Even use my con.
Make sure to roll an owlbear.
Wait, what? I'm confused. Is this an NPC? Wait, what is going on?
No, this is Lion's character.
How does he have an innate ability that if I touch him, something happens? I don't even know what my con is. Okay.
Yes, this how do
On
you
save.
have to read awkward amulets? Nobody knows.
There we go. My save is okay. It's not too bad. 20. That is a 19 plus 3.
Okay. As you reach forward to try to poke, one of the slimy tendrils quickly reaches back and it touches like tip to tip with your finger, and you feel it begin to sting and burn, and you quickly reach your hand back so it doesn't hurt or anything, but you realize that it's like a digestive fluid. It's like anything that enters that these tendrils grab begin to digest and melt away.
Is this a fucking SCP? It sounds like an SCP.
As the faceplates slowly begin to swing closed, the crack in the center beginning to fill back with the white porcelain substance. As he leans back a little bit, back from his leaned forward stance. And what do you say, Lion?
Lion will just look at Zeref and say, I suppose the old saying is true.
Why are you so fucking cryptic? He just says.
And as
Shall we go fight goblins?
as the two of you kind of just stand face to face, awkwardly, Grevin and Calith slowly begin to approach in the back. You hear them having a conversation. Grevin and Calith, what are you two talking about as you walk to the exit of the Pixie Kingdom?
Flowers, I guess? Gareth is talking about flowers.
Okay.
Expanding Grevin's repertoire of flowers so that he can druid craft. Since we're both druids, maybe we're showing each other different druid crafts that the other one
Oh yeah,
might not be
definitely.
familiar with.
And as you have
Gil is showing him flowers don't grow but are extremely pretty, like the desert and the mountains and everywhere.
and as
Showing
you
flowers
cross-
that I would be familiar with from my hometown.
As you cross the barrier of the Pixie Kingdom, you quickly and rapidly begin to regain your normal size. As you approach, you see Lion and Zareth kind of just awkwardly facing each other. What do you two say or do?
Well, they don't seem to have been talking about flowers. What's going on here?
You see the Witchlight hand lean over to you, Caleb, and whisper in your ear, I think your buddy just tasted your other buddy.
Kind of gay.
He saw the inside of Lion, I take it.
Yeah, and his reaction was to put his hand in him. He said he's the one who put his hand in an unknown orifice.
And he holded the
does
goal
seem like
like,
that
hey!
He's being a bit weird now. I feel like we should kick him out of the carnival. I don't know.
I mean, he hasn't been violent. He's a little annoying sometimes, and he can be a little rude, but he's actually been participating, and he's brought the mood up considerably. There was a hiccup I heard earlier with good old Monkey Boy, but anything, I don't think we can kick him out. But I think Lion should get an STD check, because if he just puts his hands in random holes, I worry Lion might have just caught something.
Yeah, like we're gonna need a checkup of Lion. I'm gonna bring him past the cleric.
My chest.
Lion, I need you to make me a con save.
Jesus
Swan
Christ.
fever. Take a funny die. Take a funny die, Brevin. And Caleb, you take one too. You earned one earlier, I forgot to say.
Oh man, he's literally a pet. Okay, I need you to help me out, DM.
Oh yeah, I gotta roll for you.
Yeah,
What's your
I'll let you know the
con
modifier?
your con save modifier?
One moment.
You rolled a 6.
God damn, you roll like ass when it's me.
Sorry,
do that
bro.
shit for the orcs tomorrow. No, do that for the orcs tomorrow.
What's your con save modifier?
One moment, I'm scrolling. Con save modifier is a +3.
So 9 total. You contract.
Rabies.
It's not an STD.
Yep, swan fever.
What was her? Featherine was clean, so there was nothing to catch there.
Featherine is very clean. Every carnival
Is
worker
she
is
now, though?
clean.
If you need to know his backlog, he's fucked multiple demon women.
I'm sorry.
Yeah,
what about contract?
It's numerous demon women.
He's got Serix has everything.
For the
Featherine was clean.
For the next hour, Lion, you cannot stop coughing.
Okay, so I guess his body just rattles occasionally.
Yeah. Your faceplates every now and then just kind of forcibly swing open.
Not completely though, right? Just
No.
kind of a little bit.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. And as you all exit the Pixie Kingdom and begin to make your way back to the main path, Caliph, you open up your map and you point to the.
Wait, was there goblin wrestling?
That's what I was.
Yeah.
That's what I was about to get to. No.
No, that's the poetry contest.
Yeah. And as the map opens, Caliph. Do I need to? Yeah, okay. Caliph, you begin to point to the different locations. You point to the snail racing, where currently the goblin wrestling is going on. You point directly over to the right of the Pixie Kingdom, where you just said it, just IRL. There is gnome poetry contests. As well as there's places that have not been visited yet. The Hall of Illusions, as well as the Feasting Orchards, Dragonfly Rides, and that is it.
Weren't we planning to go back to the racing, the snail racing, because of how it ended last time, and King wanted to participate?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, but I would also like to do the goblin wrestling.
Yeah, and then
Yeah.
the goblin wrestling at the same time, obviously.
Yes.
So as you guys make your way back to the snail racing, you enter inside, and we have a scene change. As you walk up,
Outbound.
yeah, it's Kazuki.
Yeah. That is one ugly goblin.
As you all approach the snail racing, you find that currently the races are on a pause until the goblin wrestling has ended. Though goblin wrestling is getting close to wrapping up. Only one set of rounds of competition are left, and sign-ups are getting close to wrapping up. You must make your way fast. As you all quickly and swiftly enter the snail races, making your way to the goblin wrestling sign-up, you find a large goblin standing behind 2 witchlight hands. The witchlight hands each holding sign-up sheets. What do you all do?
I would like to sign up.
Yes, Lion will also go to sign up.
Okay. Grevin, you approach first, quickly followed by Lion. Anyone else signing up for goblin?
Ilith will not be signing up. He will be talking with the Witchlight hand, running the snail racing, making sure he's doing everything right.
All right, because that is your job, of course.
That is my job, and if we're here, he might as well do it.
All right. You swiftly make your way over to the snail races, finding that there is no one. No one's even looking after the snails right now.
Oh, I'm gonna go pet the snails.
You see in the distance, there's a witchlight hand over here at the top of the map. You recognize them to be the person who was told to do your job, and they are currently smoking a cigarette.
Oh god, that is gonna... Is smoking against the carnival? I feel like it would be. It's a child-friendly place.
While it is a child-friendly place, he is on his break.
He is on his break, then I won't reprimand him.
Yeah.
But I will pet the snails.
All right.
The snails deserve pets. Snails are humans too.
You give the big old snails some pets, while your friends Lion and Grevin sign up for wrestling. Xerix, you signing up. You quickly follow up at the back of the line. As Grevin, you approach the witchlight hand. The witchlight hand looking to you. Hey, come on, wrestle our great goblin! As he gestures to the back, where you see a goblin who looks like he's covered in just swamp shit. As the goblin just sits there. Duh! What am I doing again? As the other witchlight hand turns to him. You're wrestling, dummy! Oh, right! Okay! As the witchlight hand turns to you, says, are you looking to sign up, good sir?
Yes, indeed.
All right, well, that'll be 1 ticket punch. Can I please see your
And
ticket?
I will. Yep.
As you hand it
Oh
over.
god, the Alistor boys.
He looks at the ticket and he's like, seems like you're getting mighty low, friend. Seems like you can only do 3 or 4 more things. Well, at least you're enjoying yourself. As he stamps your tickets and he hands it back to you. He says, go ahead and walk up, and within a few minutes, we'll go ahead and get started. As Lion, you walk up next.
Greetings, sir.
What do you say to the witchlight hand? Lion?
Lion Woodland, it is me, Lion. I am here to wrestle.
Ah, good friend Lion. Very well. You being a worker here, you of course don't need to have a ticket stamped. Simply walk up behind our fine friend here and you will go next. And lastly, Xerif, as you walk up to the witchlight hand, he looks to you and he says, holy shit! We got a big feller today. Looking to wrestle a goblin, friend?
Hey guys, fuck yeah, I love fighting.
Well, this is no fight, so please make sure you don't throw any punches. The goal is simply to get the goblin to the ground without causing blood to be spilled. Looking
This is
over
gonna
to
be
Lion and
easy.
Grevin.
Fucking question. Since I'm like ginormous compared to the goblin, do I get like
You are
an
not.
advantage in the fight? No? Oh, okay.
You are not ginormous compared to the goblin.
Okay.
He is actually a little bit bigger than you.
What? That is not a goblin. That is a fucking orc. Okay.
He is not an orc. Nope. You can tell very clearly that this is a goblin that has been put on drugs. As you sign up and get your ticket stamped, you line up behind Lion. As the man looks around, come on, folks, come on, sign. He's like, well, it seems this will be the last 3 matches for the day. As he turns over, he says, all right, feller, are you ready to get started?
Sure. What are the rules? Just no bloodshed?
No bloodshed, no punches thrown, and whoever goes to the ground first loses.
What about spells?
No magic, friend. This is a physical contest. Otherwise, our friend Gabi here wouldn't be able to compete. As Gabi looks to you drooling, just fucking black goo drool.
So I walk up to him and I'll say, "Greetings. Your name is what?"
I'm Gabi. Gabi the Goblin.
So, this, greetings, I'm Grevin. So I hear that this game is, the first one to end up on the ground wins, right?
That's right. He gives a big grin.
Do I not roll persuasion or anything?
Nope.
Or deception?
Nope.
Because he just said that it's right to be the first one to land on the ground.
Oh, what did you say? I might have misheard you.
The first person to end up on the ground wins, is what I asked.
Oh, my bad. No, he would respond, no, silly. It's whoever gets the person to the ground wins.
Oh, are you sure?
Yeah, I like to win, and that's one of the fun things I get to do.
Alright, well, that was my attempt at
He's too stupid.
trying to take advantage of his low
He's too
intelligence.
stupid to be deceived. He knows one thing and one thing alone, and that is wrestling. As he walks up to you, he puts his hands on your shoulders and he says, all right, are you ready?
I will imitate the same thing.
All right. You put your hands on his
Do I
shoulders.
know off the top of my head if there's anything that goblins are terrified of?
Seeing as that I don't even, I would say no. I mean, most goblins...
There's like no creatures he'd be scared of.
Most goblins
The
usually are afraid of bugbears because I think bugbears eat goblins, but that's about it, right?
Maybe they'd be
Can I?
scared of their god as well. Maybe, I don't know.
So when we start wrestling, I would like to have Krovax use his mimicry to mimic the sound of a bugbear.
Okay. Normally I would allow for advantage or I would do something, but seeing as this is a goblin who specifically works with a bugbear, and bugbears act as guards within the water, I'm going to say that it do anything because he would hear bugbear sounds on the daily as is.
All right, so there wouldn't be anything that I've noticed that I would think of that they'd be scared
No,
of that I
it's
haven't seen at the carnival.
Just a fair match, yes. Just a fair match of wrestling.
Definitely ain't gonna be a fair match against me. Fucking -1 at my athletics.
All right, yeah, it is just a standard athletics check.
Fucking sick.
This stat sheet? Yes, I'm supposed to use this stat sheet. So it is a... You rolled a 6. He rolled a 5 with a -1. You win.
Okay.
Describe
He's got -1 too.
describe yourself bringing him down.
It's like we're like losing grip on each other and like we're kind of like doing like a wrestling, like arm wrestling back and forth, but it doesn't really look very intense. And then eventually he slips and falls down. I didn't even end up throwing him. He just slipped and fell.
Oh shit! As he quickly tumbles back, falling onto his butt, his grip letting go of you, as the two Witchlight hands stand in shock, looking, wow, that was quite a match, folks! Let's give it up for our fine elven friend! What's his name? Looking to you, Lion.
Grevin is his name, I believe.
Grevin! Round of applause! And as he says this, he looks to you and he gives you a prize ticket. Add another one to your phone.
I don't know why you said it like I have a ton of them. I definitely do not.
I feel like you've got like a good four by now, right?
I do not. This is my second one.
Really? Someone's got a lot more. All right.
I've got like
The person who won ring toss with a stupid high dex DC.
Yes, that would be Lion. That's who has the shit ton of them, right? All right.
I do have a special one though.
Yes, you do.
And as you step out of the way, Grevin and Lion, you walk up, and Gabi looks at you and he says, "Oh, Lion, are we wrestling today?"
Gabi, why don't you have a shirt on?
He looks down. Am I wearing
Yeah,
pants? He quickly feels, and he feels the pants on. Oh, okay. I'm wearing pants. Good.
Here, Gabby, I give you my shell, and Ryan will take his like cloth off and wrap it around Gabby.
And Gabi looks at it and he gives it a pat and he's like, "Oh, I like this. Thank you. Are you ready
Yes,
to
sir.
go?" As he puts his hands
You are
on your
welcome.
shoulders.
Yes, he grab both sides of the cloth he just gave Gabby.
All right. Make me an athletics check.
Now, question: since I am a monk and am about to try to do a martial art, and it says when I do grapples I can use dexterity, would I use my dexterity?
Because this is a grappling contest. Yes, you can use that here.
Okay, so that would be +3 instead of the -2 I think it would be.
Okay. Roll that. +3. That's an 8. And he rolled an 8 with a -1, giving him a 7. Once again, it's not a very interesting match, but describe how you win, Lion.
Lion just sort of takes him by the shirt for a moment, and then he realizes, well, that wouldn't be very nice to get his clothes dirty. So he also sort of braces his shoulders, hands on his shoulders, and as they go to like struggle, Lion will slip a foot in between his legs and kick out one of his feet, making him lose balance as he steps over him as to not injure him.
Yeah, and Gabi slips back. Oh, shit! As he falls back, thudding onto his back. He looks up to you and he says, "Oh, fuck, man. You got me."
Yes. He'll hold out a hand for Gabi to take to help him up.
And he quickly grabs your hand and you lift him up as he gets back to his feet, looking at you, says, "Well, that's a winner." As he looks over to the Witchlight hand, as the Witchlight hand once again in mild shock. "Wow, folks, 2 wins in a row. Isn't that something? All right, here you go, buddy Lion. Here's your prize." As he hands you a ticket voucher.
Thank you, friend.
As you walk over next to Grevin, do you say anything to Grevin as you go to stand next to him?
You just see Lion sort of nod his head like, Gabi's a good one. Yes, he is a friend.
I'm glad he tripped because I didn't think I was gonna win that.
And as the two of you begin talking about your matches, Zareth, you approach. As the Witchlight hand looks to you, says, "Go ahead." And Gabi, just kind of looking around, staring at butterflies and shit as you approach him. What do you say?
It doesn't. It just. I'm taking part. Yeah.
It's you right now. You're walking up to him to go.
Oh, okay. And he's just like he just goes, "Yeah, I'm coming."
"Hi, friend. Are you ready to wrestle?"
Oh, I'm gonna so fuck you up. He whispers under his breath.
"What was that, friend?" As he places his hands on your shoulders.
He grins and
"Let's go." As make an athletics check. Oh, natural 20. Are you fucking serious? This is where I nat 20? Come on, what a waste.
man, fuck.
What'd you roll? I didn't see the roll.
Hold on, I didn't roll yet. I'm just thinking. Question.
What's up?
Could I use detect thoughts to think of his next move? So
He has no thoughts in his head. Gabi's got not a brain cell in there to detect.
Can I subtle spell charm person to be like, "Oh, throw the match for me"?
Once again, he's so dumb he wouldn't even understand the command to throw match.
Oh, man, fuck.
But the bigger thing is that there's very few rules of the carnival, and they're all enforced via magic, and one of them is no cheating.
Oh, I didn't even mean to throw that. Well, I'm lucky I got that roll out the way. Anyway,
All right.
yeah.
That's yeah.
Yep.
Well, as you place your hands on his shoulders and he places his hands on you, and the Witchlight hand calls for the match to begin, it starts off you're holding your ground very strong as he places his hands on your shoulders and he says, "Ooh, these are very broad." And as he says this, your flirty mindset kind of kicks in, even at the worst moments, of course, as you kind of try to riz him up because the instinctual urge kind of kicks in, distracting you for just the briefest of moments for him to put enough weight that you don't realize your feet are beginning to slip back, and suddenly you realize, but it's when you're mid-air, your tail quickly catches and braces you, so you don't really fall back to the ground with a thud, but you do slip back far enough to where the Witchlight hand quickly turns and says, "All right, that does count as a loss." As Gabi quickly lets go, and he's like, "Oh, really?"
I'm so tempted to just fucking punch him in the face.
As he lets go, and he
I'm gonna
says,
I'm gonna lean into Lion. He's not really as strong as he looks or talks.
To be fair, I'm a sorcerer.
As Gabi looks to you and he says, "Oh no, match is over already. We were just beginning to have fun. One more time, please. One more time. This guy's big like me." As the Witchlight hand looks to him and he's like, "Gabi, you know the rule. It requires a ticket punch." And Gabi returns back and he says, "No, please, one more time. I'll use my ticket." As he pulls out from his pants a ticket that has 9 holes already punched in it, one single hole being left. As the Witchlight hand looks to Gabi and says, "Gabi, where did you even get that?" As Gabi looks to him and says, "I found it on the ground." "I guess fair is fair." As he takes the ticket and he punches the final hole in it. And you all see, as the final hole is punched, the ticket just vanishes. It disappears.
Gabi, I thought that we talked about this. You shouldn't pick up everything you find on the ground, friend.
"But this time it's let me go wrestle again." As he looks to you, Zareth, as you stand back up, and he places his hands back on your shoulders and he says, "Again! Again!" Do you comply? You don't have to. You can, of course, walk away. Roll me an athletics check again. All right. That is a 15. You have to beat a 15. Is a 16 minus 1.
Yeah.
5 plus what?
It fails.
I mean, you have any funny die you want to try to add?
You know, yeah, sure.
Okay.
There we go. That is 17 plus 4.
Okay. All right.
Do funny die work like regular
He
inspiration,
should-
or does it work like funny die?
I know that I gave him a regular inspiration. I forgot about that, so he can
Oh,
use
gotcha.
that. He can use that as well if he wants to use the regular inspiration. Which this is a much closer match. You gripping onto his shoulders, him gripping onto yours. It goes for about 2 minutes. Him pushing you back, you pushing him back, and at the very last second of the 2 minutes, describe how you win.
Wait, it's a wrestling match, right?
Yes, you're trying to just simply get him to the ground.
I am going to grab him by his arm, twist him over my shoulder, and throw his back onto the ground.
And you lift him right over you, your wings kind of helping to push him over your body. And as you swing him over, you hear the tush as he lands to the ground, the same way you did just minutes ago. As he looks up to you with a good shocked face on his expression, and he says, "Yay! Friend wins! That was fun!" As he quickly begins to get back up off the ground. And he shimmies his way back over to the stage as he looks at you and he says, "Very well, you win, friend." As the Witchlight hand looks over to you and he says, "Well, I'll be. I was much better this time, and you've earned yourself this," as he hands you a prize voucher.
What?
All right. As you take your prize voucher, Gobby looks to you and he says, "Well, that was fun, friend. Please come back sometime so we can do it again."
And he just ignores him and walks off.
Bye! He waves as you walk over to the rest of the group.
Yeah.
As you approach to the rest of the group.
Oh, Lion doesn't say anything.
Fight, huh?
He just gives a quiet golf clap, like he did for
Slow clap.
like he did for Grevin as well. He just gives everyone a golf clap.
Grevin?
Oh, looks like he has struggled with that one.
He's like, yeah, because he went easy on you lot.
Oh. I'll just shrug and walk away.
Sure, buddy. Sure.
And as you all walk away, Caliph, you have begun having a conversation with the Witchlight Hand, who has ended their smoke break and come back over to continue the snail races. And you notice your companions leaving the goblin wrestling, and you know that the snail races are just about to start again. And you remember Lion wanted to do them. What do you do?
Give me a second. Could you hold how many are you? 4 snails for me? I need to go get my companions, because one of them wanted to do the snail races.
He gives you a nod.
Okay. So Caliph will walk over and go to Lion and say, "Lion, you want us to do the snail races, right? Well, it just so happens they're about to start right now, so if you want to, we have to do them now."
Yes, we should do them now. And after the snail races, I think we should go feast for those of us who have to eat.
That might be a good idea. Then go to the Hall of Illusions last.
I think Hall of Illusions is on our way up to the feasting grounds.
Yes,
Do not know if the Hall of Illusions will be fun. After
the Hall of
meeting.
Illusions is usually fun. I also quite enjoy interacting with Candlefoot.
I will consider it.
As you're all talking about this, you hear from behind you, "Snail racing! Step up, snail racing! 4 seats left, 4 seats!"
Yep, I'm on my way.
Yeah.
Yes.
I walk over. Is it possible to request a snail?
Of course.
I would like to request the Queen's Majesty snail.
All right.
Is that metagaming? No, I'm just kidding.
You hop upon the black snail, which you had saved for yourself. Everyone else, roll me a d8.
Oh.
I was gonna ask, can I have the same snail I had last time?
I don't fucking remember what snail you had last time.
Oh God, I think you had a
I'm looking to see
Wizzy.
if I wrote it down. No.
I was
The
gonna-
snails don't matter, right? Like,
All I remember is I had a
No.
cool sounding one, but I guess it doesn't really matter.
D8?
D8, correct. Zareth,
I got
you
it.
hop upon the orange snail named Wizzy.
Oh, of course,
Got
they're giant snails and we're jockeying. I thought this was like chicken racing. Okay.
Nope.
Yeah, that's
Brevin,
2.
you hop upon a blue snail named Nimblefoot. Lion, rolling your D8 right now.
Okay.
You will named Breakneck. And as,
Hello, friend Breakneck.
and as
I
all
think
4
Breakneck
of
was
you,
one I had before.
as all 4 of you hop upon your respective snails, and 4 other people enjoying the carnival hop upon the last 4, you hear the announcer step up to the stage. All right, let's get these races underway.
Can I do one thing there? After I hop on, I would like to cast Speak with Animals and greet the snail.
Yeah. The snail looks at you and says, "My name's Turbo."
Oh, they said your name was Nimblefoot. Nice to meet you, Turbo. I'm Grevin.
That's what they like to call me, but I'm Turbo.
I like the sounds of it.
And as,
You ready to win this thing?
Of course I am. I'm the fastest around. I'm Turbo. This bit.
All right.
And as he steps up to the announcement stage and he looks to everyone, he says, "All right, do you all know the rules, or do I need to repeat them all for you?"
No cheating.
No cheating, no violence, and of course, have fun.
Always.
All right. And with that, he quickly begins to raise a flag, shake it around, and drop it as the races begin. All right, starting with Xerix. Please make me a wisdom animal handling check.
Oh no, it ain't gonna go well. That's a 7.
For 7. All right. So your snail meat moves.
Oh, I'm so tired.
Oh, so it moves 20 feet slower, and they normally move how much? 80 feet. Okay, so yours moves 60 feet this round. Next, Caliph. Animal handling.
Please. Oh, 14.
14. All right. You pass, but you just barely pass, so you get the regular 80.
Yep.
Next, Grevin.
If I don't roll a bunch of nat ones like I did the first time around. Ooh, 24.
All right. Yours moves an extra 20 feet. Yours moves 100. You're currently in first place. And last but certainly
You weren't kidding, Turbo.
last but
Click it
certainly
on
not
for dear life.
least is Lion. Lion, I will make your roll now.
Okay.
What is your animal handling modifier?
+3.
So you roll a 9. Yours moves. Oh wait, no. Caliph, yours moves 90 feet, not 80 feet. And then
Yeah.
yours, Lion, yours moves 80 feet.
Okay. That's not bad. We're still in it.
There's not a big difference between getting past a 20 and getting past a 10, right?
It's if you pass it but don't pass it by 5 or more, you get 90 feet. If you fail it by 5 or more, you lose 20. But if you fail it by less by 4 or less, you get 70.
Quick question. Since Lion would probably know this, but snail racing?
It is until someone wins, which all the rest of the people are all going 80 feet per round. So everyone else just goes the basic. So unless everyone in the team does horrible, and after I think it's 5 rounds, no one's past the finish line, then someone else wins. But it's just whoever passes 480 feet first, usually.
Okay, 480 feet. Okay.
Round 2. Zareth, you are up. Animal handling check.
11.
All right, that's an extra. That time you get 70 feet because you failed it, but you only failed it by 1.
It's my turn, right?
130. Correct one now.
Oh, fuck.
11 as well. Which means you as well get
Wait, do I
70
have
feet.
percentage? Oh, I counted it right. Never mind.
So you get 70 feet as well. So 90, 100. So 160.
160, yeah.
Okay, next is Grevin. Ooh, natural
Oh,
Nat 20.
20. That is another 100 feet. You are at 200 feet. And lastly, Lion, I roll for
Nothing
you.
special for the nat 20. I feel sad.
What is your, you said it's +1?
+3.
+3. Oh, well,
Yes.
that will get you another, that will also get you 100 feet, which means you're now at 170 feet and in second place. All right. Round 3. Zareth, you are up.
16.
There you go. That time you get your full 80. So 130 plus 80.
210.
Be 210, yep. Thank you. Okay. Caliph.
Yep.
You are up.
Oh, 18.
All right. That as well gets you the 100. So you were at 160, so you're at 260. Or no. Yeah, 260.
Yeah, 260.
That's correct. Okay. Grevin, you are up.
That's a 12.
You exactly meet what you need, so you go to 280. Only 80 feet this round. And lastly, Lion, I roll for you. Plus 3, that's a whole 100
Yep.
feet. Quickly, Grevin, you find Lion is quickly gaining on you right behind you, only 10 feet in your backside.
Oh,
Come on,
God,
Turbo,
don't
you can
say
do
it
this, buddy.
like that,
You're the fastest.
please.
Shut up. Grevin, Zareth, you are up.
16.
All right. That is 90 feet. So that is, you're at 300 exactly. Okay. Caliph, 14.
14.
That gets you the regular 80. So 260 plus 80 is 340.
Yep.
Yeah, 340.
Grevin,
So now the others should need to roll on that one.
21.
21. That's a full 100. You're at 380. Lion.
Good job, Turbo.
Rolling your d20. Plus 3, that's 19. That's your full 100. Lion is still right behind you. All right. Next round, Zareth. You're up.
Nice. I got a
Ooh.
3.
Sadly, that quickly takes you back, bringing you 360. Caliph.
Ah,
Ooh.
7.
That brings you to 400.
Not
Grevin.
looking good, but still winnable.
It's fucking 26.
That
19 plus 7.
puts you at 480. And lastly,
the winning mark?
Lion. Roll for my boy. A 5 plus 3 is an 8, earning him only 70 feet. Putting him at 440. And as the final round ends, Lion, your snail slowly begins to trickle, losing its speed, while Grevin's continues to hold true to his name. I'm Turbo! I'm fast! Chili dogs! As he reaches the other end. Grevin reaches first, quickly, followed by Lion. Then Caliph. And in last place, Zareth. Well, not last place, but fourth place. And then all the other people followed behind them. And as you reach the finish line and you hop up off your snail, do you say anything to Turbo, Grevin?
You really lived up to your word, Turbo. You're an amazing snail.
Just make sure to bring me back some chili dogs.
Oh, how about, I don't have any chili dogs, but you want a good berry?
Dogs. And to
Fair
go
enough.
fast, I'm Turbo.
I feel like I'm talking to NPC with a very few dialogue options. Just like, you've accepted my quest, get out of here.
As you see the snail turn around and quickly begin to make its way back to the other side. And as you exit, the hand quickly walks up to you, Grevin, and says, "Wow, mighty fine race in there. Here you go," and hands you a ticket voucher.
Thank you. And was gonna say it was all thanks to Turbo, who you call Nimblefoot.
Oh, you can speak to the snails, can't you? Yeah.
I'm not sure, but I
Turbo-
can speak to many animals.
Yeah. Nimblefoot only knows how to say 5 things. I like chili dogs.
That's fair.
I'm Turbo. I like to go fast. And
Yeah,
I would like to
Nimblefoot is a
point out that
special
that is
one.
4 things.
yeah, just nod your head and say yeah whenever he says his name is Turbo. His mother has no idea why he calls himself Turbo. She's never even said that word around him.
He's fast. He's pretty fast. So
Is that what that means?
yes.
Oh, I didn't know
Gotta go
either.
fast.
All right, well,
Right,
I guess it
maybe.
fits him, doesn't it?
Yeah, that's why. Thanks. They might won.
Well, I'm glad you guys enjoyed your races. Now, I gotta take care of these guys and get ready for the next, so enjoy the carnival.
Enjoy the shift
Yeah,
and be
please make sure to give Breakneck some extra snacks.
He gives a thumbs up and says, sure will.
Thank you, friend.
Careless will like pat Queen all the way down the shell while she's leaving. She's done a good job.
All right. And as you all exit the scene, we make our way back to the map. Let's see here. Okay. As we make our way back to the map scene, we will now take a 10-minute break. We'll come back. We'll be playing for 30 more minutes, and then we'll be wrapping up for the day.
Okay.
All right, guys.
Okay. Thank you for today.
We're not done yet. We're not done yet. We're taking a
Oh,
10-minute
sorry.
10-minute break, and
Oh,
then
yeah.
we'll be back.
Um.
I'm pretty fucking tired right now. It's half 11. I'm getting pretty tired.
Oh, who left? Hmm. Let me see if that fixed it. Oh, maybe oh, oh, odd. I can do everything else. Let me see. Interesting. Oh no, my phone's acting really crappy. I'll try to get it handled by tomorrow. Looks like it.
Wait, I just got back. Reem had to go. What did-
Wake up early tomorrow, and it's already 12:30 for him.
Oh,
Yeah, him living over across
Okay,
the
then.
pond. Yep. So we're gonna go ahead and wrap up here, guys.
Okay.
All right. Thank you all so much for coming out, and I hope everyone enjoyed today's episode. If you did, please make sure to drop a like, comment, and subscribe. I've been your host, the D&D Orphan, signing off to all you beautiful adventurers, and I'll see y'all in the next time.